If I tell you that in this country we have foreigners who are mining a lot of gold, would you believe me? That we have foreigners who have landed in this country with sophisticated equipment in Rivayala within Kakamega County, and they are mining a lot of gold. Would you believe me? Would a video of that kind even go viral? You see, I thank NTV for carrying out that investigation, because I tried to create content around that and the videos were not going anywhere. That topic is not creating attention. You see, my video got, I think it's 400 views. And this is something that involves a lot of money. And a lot of money is getting out of this country. And a lot of people don't know. Would you believe me that we have foreign nationals who have come? They are in this country. They don't have permits. They don't have NEMA approval. Water authority has not approved them. But they are in Rivayala with sophisticated equipment. And they are digging, they are dredging, they are withdrawing a lot of gold. And they are taking gold to their countries. Would you believe me? Now, let's get this. And people who are involved in this, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that I'm creating this video, because I was warned not to create these videos. Because, you know, some of you saw the way I was creating videos about gold mining. Then I suddenly stopped. And I did not explain why I stopped. I stopped because this is a secret, dangerous activity going on within Kakamega County. You know, as a content creator, I went there to create content. I was innocent. You know, as a content creator, you are looking for something that is of value to people. You want to explain to people how do they get money. You see young people with money, they are building good houses, they are living good lives, and therefore you want to explain to people how do these people mine gold. And I started with artisanal miners. I started to explain how do they do alluvial mining. How do they get gold from Rivayala? Where are gold deposits? How do they know that this place has gold and this place has no gold? I started that investigation, and then just to interact with people, create content around that. Then I created the first video. I created the second video. Then the third video, I went to create content on how the foreign nationals have come to this country, and then they were dredging gold. Then I was told to delete all the footages I had taken. Then I was told never should you post that kind of thing online. And that is how I stopped. Now, where do I get the courage to speak about this? I have gotten the courage to speak about this because I have seen the expose that has come out. And you know, it's a big media station, and I'm very glad that it has covered whatever I wanted to cover. And I did not speak to them. So don't say that I'm the one who took this information to them and they did all this because of me. No, I'm just an independent content creator, seated down, just doing my own things. Then I saw that NTV had covered everything. Now, let me tell you something that some of you don't know. Some 4 years back, I went to Kakamega where people mine gold. Then I wanted to create content because I was fascinated that Kakamega has a lot of gold. A lot of gold, and when we talk about things that bring Kenya revenue, we don't include gold inside it. When you talk about things that give Kakamega County a lot of revenue, we don't include gold. But again, in this country, we have a lot of people mining gold. And then you wonder, who is this mining gold? Where does this gold money go? So, as a content creator, I wanted to understand, how does this gold benefit us? And how can I tell people out there that we have gold? You know, I was proud that I come from Kakamega and we have a lot of gold. And I want to tell people out there that, look, this is our county. We have gold. People are mining. We are a rich county. But then again, I was told, never should you step here. That was around 4 years ago. When I went to Kakamega now, in Kakamega at around, I think it was Rosterman. I met a guy there and then he told me, never should you step here. We don't want you here. And that is how I did not even upload that video. I had taken a video in those tunnels. I had gone there. Then those shafts, we have these mining shafts that go down and then people pass through there. Then they go down there. Then they mine gold. So I was told, never should you post those images. And you know how dangerous this gold business is. Very dangerous. When they tell you that, they mean it. You see what it has done to Congo. People who interfere with gold mining, they are eliminated. And so when they told me not to post anything, I stopped completely. I did not say anything about Kakamega gold mining. And the information you get about Kakamega gold mining is surface level information. It's not deep information. People are just scratching the surface. Even these reputable media houses, they are just scratching the surface of gold mining in Kakamega. Real gold mining that is happening there, you cannot take cameras there. And so that time, I noticed that we have active gold mining within that place, but nobody is covering it. So when I came home, my home is in Huisero, then I noticed that we have some gold miners. Now these are artisanal miners. They don't have equipment. They are just there mining, then selling the little gold that they get. Then I got excited. I said, let me go here. Let me also start creating content around it. And you know, content around gold mining in Kenya does not go viral, by the way. Nobody watches those videos. You will be lucky to even get 500 views. A small creator like me, by the way, you will be very lucky to get attention with that kind of content. And those videos flopped. Even the ones I put on this channel, nobody watched them. And so I asked myself, why are people not watching videos about gold mining? And this is a very important thing that is changing lives. We have very good things that have been done here because of gold. So let me go deeper and find how is gold improving the lives of people here. That is when I reached the Chinese nationals. Then I noticed that these guys have come, they have even a house. They have houses underground there. They are mining gold within the river. These guys they came with their own equipment and they installed this equipment. They have houses, full houses, complete. And they are there, their full-time job is to mine gold. Then I asked one of the villagers there that how did these people come here? Because I wanted to create a video around it. Then they told me, don't go there. That thing is very protected. Then I asked, who is protecting that thing? Then they told me that we have very influential people in this country, politicians, who are protecting that, and some influential businessmen who are carrying out that activity. Then I started getting curious that we have secret mining now, that it's not the government doing it. Then I went deeper to understand, how did it happen? When did these people come here? Then they told me that these people came here in 2025. That is last year. That is when they came. Then they talked to the area assistant chief. After talking to the area assistant chief, then they installed all those equipments. They did not get any approval from anyone. They did not get any authority from anyone to mine gold. They just got permission from the area assistant chief, and then they started. Then I asked people, are these people not breaking the law? That is gold mining supposed to be a proud thing, that villagers have to be involved? By the way, you know, we have something we call public participation. These villagers have to be involved now. That, are you okay with the people coming here to mine gold? Are you okay with these nationals living among you and extracting a lot of gold? Now, the locals are not okay. And that is why they were telling me to be careful. Because we have rich, influential people protecting that thing. Then I reached one villager who had gone to the police station to tell the police officers that we have people there mining gold, and these people don't have the right approvals. Then do you know what happened? These foreign nationals were arrested. And when they were arrested, they were released on bond. Then they returned there. Okay? They just returned there. Now, this is where now my investigation stopped, because I don't have authority to ask the government, to ask these influential government figures. So I stopped at the village level. Then I asked, when they went to the police station, they were arrested and they came back, they continued mining. Now, did they get the approvals? No. Was there any public participation done again? No. They just came and continued. Now today is when I'm learning from NTV that the county government is not aware that gold is being mined in Rivayala. The national government, which is supposed to be aware that there's gold mining, is not aware that there's gold mining. Now, the bodies that are supposed to provide licenses and permits to these miners, they have not provided those necessary requisites to conduct mining. And a lot of illegal mining is continuing under the protection of some influential figures in this country. Now, this is where we reach and we ask ourselves, how do some people get rich? You know, there are people who have been asking, how does this person get rich? Which business is he involved in? They are involved in this gold business. There is a lot of money down here. Now, you know, there are people who came to Kakamega let's talk about now Kakamega at around the Rosterman when you're coming to Shinyalu there. They came and then they conducted a site visit. Then they realized that we have a lot of gold deposits worth billions of shillings. We are talking about billions, not millions, billions. And billions of dollars, not billions of shillings. And then these people said the best thing to do is to displace these people. Get these people out of this place, and then we will come and we will extract all this gold and go with it. And then the locals were against it. And I supported the locals. Do you know why I supported the locals? Because these locals are benefiting from this gold. Now, I don't have a problem with these artisanal local miners who are doing small-scale mining, okay? Because mining is a way of life in Kakamega. These small miners, they mine gold, they get money, they take their children to school. They mine gold, they get money, they build houses. They mine gold, they get money, they buy food. And you know, this is continuous thing that has been happening within this community. By the way, gold is a blessing for people in Kakamega. And so when Kakamega residents are mining gold, I actually don't have a problem. But you can imagine now, when foreign nationals come, they don't do that small-scale farming that gives people money consistently. You know, we have gold deposits, a lot of gold deposits that gives little money to people all the time. And they are mining slowly, and it gives money. And it will give money for a very long time. But what these foreign nationals do when they come with big equipment, sophisticated equipment, modern equipment. Now, when they go down there to mine gold, they remove a lot of gold. They extract. You see, when they do dredging, they remove a lot of gold. Then they go with it. Now, when they do that, they leave this area now barren. There is no gold. And this now made me remember when the Kakamega gold rush that happened during the colonial times. I was not there, I was not born, but I read about it. That when the colonialists came here, there was a lot of surface gold. God blessed Western Kenya with gold along River Yala. You know, this River Yala comes from Nandi Hills, and then when it comes down, it washes away gold deposits down there. So it's rich with minerals. By the way, not just gold. There are a lot of precious metals in River Yala. And so there was a lot of gold, and people did not understand the importance of gold. And when the British were here and they realized, oh, okay, we have a lot of surface gold, what did they do? They went and brought equipment during that time. I think it was between 1930s to 1950s. Imagine gold being mined for 20 good years. How much was that gold? Can you estimate the value of the gold that was mined for 20 years on a daily basis from 1930 to 1950? A lot of gold. And then that money went to Britain. And when it reached Britain, they strengthened their British pound. You know, during that time, the British pound was losing a lot of value, okay? Because they had mismanaged their finances, and also because of the economic pressures that were there during that time. And so they were looking for a way to strengthen their British pound. And so what happened? They came to Kakamega. They mined a lot of surface gold, and they went with it. And then they strengthened their economy. In addition to that, they took slaves with them. Then they went and built their economy. Now, the British economy is built by Africans, and in Kakamega specifically, we contributed a lot to strengthening the British economy. And so when I learned about that, I said it is okay. They took our gold, our surface gold, which was a lot, and they went with it. It's okay. So it is even better that now we have other gold deposits down here, deeper gold deposits. Now those are our gold deposits. We have to remain with them. Then you learn later that these people are still coming. There is a lot of gold. They are still coming now with equipment. They finished with surface gold. Now they are coming with equipment to mine more gold and go with it. And to add salt on the wound, these guys are not seeking approvals. These guys are mining gold without permits. And now to make it worse, gold is not benefiting locals. We have a lot of poor people in Kakamega. Have you ever asked yourself why we have a lot of poor people in a place with gold, in a place with treasure? A lot of poor people. But then there's gold deposit. You are sitting on gold. Your land has gold worth 100 million, but you are poor. And then people come, then they are removing this gold with sophisticated equipment, and they are going with it. And this gold is not even helping the economy. The gold is not helping the locals now. And in the country, when we learn things that are giving revenue to the country, we don't include gold. Now my question is, who is this mining gold? Now that is a very difficult question, because from the locals, they say that there are powerful people behind this. There are powerful people behind this. And if you try to go deeper into this thing, it is very dangerous. And that is when I started understanding, I used to watch videos of Lynn Ngugi when he's talking about conservation. I think something like conservation. They come and then they say that we want to do conservation somewhere. Okay, I don't want to go deeper into that, but just to get that they want to do conservation, then they protect the area, then they say that locals are not welcome there. But do you know what they are doing? They have identified some precious metals or gold there. And so they protect the area, then they say we are doing conservation. And now you locals are not welcome there. Then they start mining this gold. Now, powerful people in this country will get a lot of money from there. And these precious metals and gold are taken abroad, okay? And so a few individuals become very rich. And the locals who are supposed to benefit from that, they don't become rich. They don't benefit. You find people there are poor. Some people sleeping hungry. But there is gold there. There are precious metals there. There are minerals down there. By the way, did you know that Kenya has a lot of minerals? Kenya has a lot of minerals. But did you know that a lot of people don't benefit from those minerals? It is only a few politicians and very rich influential people who benefit from that. These people who have unexplained wealth, you hear that somebody is a billionaire, but then you ask, how did this person get their money? They got their money through those means. They have protected mines. These guys have invited foreign nationals, and the foreign nationals are under police protection. You find that police officers with uniform, they go there to protect those people. Like in a place where I'm telling you in Rivayala here, you find that police officers are there with uniform, protecting these people, even after they have been arrested and they are released on bond. And then you ask, who is allowing these police officers to protect these people? And then you can never find a response, a valid response. Why? Because we have people who are controlling this country. And that's why I want to reach the video here by saying that some of us are less Kenyans and some people are more Kenyans. Some people have the power to extract a lot of wealth from this country. And some of you will never find a chance to get a lot of money from this country. I'm telling you. Some of you are just accompanying others in this country. Because there is a person in this country who is more powerful than the security sector, is more powerful than NEMA, is more powerful than these water authorities, is more powerful than county governments. There is a person who is more powerful than the national government. And this person is controlling the way minerals are being extracted from down here. And that is why now I come to what I was talking about, the bodies that are being created by the government. Like you find this auctioneers licensing board that I was talking about. Those are just small bodies created by people to oppress the poor. Because there are people who are more than those bodies. Like IPOA. There are people who are above IPOA in this country. Like maybe the NCIC, I think it's the National Communications Authority, I don't know what. When Duale speaks about the hatred he has for Kikuyus, and then he cannot be summoned. Why? Because he's above that body. So you find, even in courts, you find that somebody is taken to court and they can buy judges. And we have seen how judges are being bought. Even in the High Court, you see that judges are being compromised. And therefore you find that there are people who have more power than courts, people who have more power than NTSA, people who have more power than the Auctioneers Licensing Board, this NCIC, a lot of these bodies, even Kera, Kura, they are people who have more power than them. And if they want something done, they will do it. If they want minerals to mine in Kisii and they find that there are minerals in Kisii, they will come and mine those minerals. They will just simply come and then protect the area. The reason why they could not do it in Kakamega now, these large gold deposits, they could not do it because there is a lot of gold in a large area, okay? Now, it is not possible to protect a large area. It's not possible to displace a whole community from the area. And so this thing caused a lot of commotion. And people started to fight. And a lot of people died. By the way, do you know there were a lot of people who died because of that? There were a lot of deaths that resulted from that. And that is what is happening in Congo, because some people want to protect minerals. But some powerful individuals in government, they are trying to mine these minerals. And so you find that some people in Congo are very rich, but Congo itself as a country is poor. And you ask, if Congo is very rich, why are people very poor? It's because a few individuals are mining this gold and these precious metals, and they are selling these metals, and they are getting rich, and the locals are getting poor. This thing they call public participation, that we want to involve people, is just something that is being written on paper. When they realize that there is wealth here, these powerful individuals, they'll come for that wealth, and you will not be consulted. You think they'll do public participation and involve you who has nothing, you who has no gun, you have no money, you have no protection, you have nothing. Do you think they will consult you before they mine gold where you are? They will simply come and mine gold. And these foreigners are very, very sophisticated, bro. They have a way they can reach down there and then mine gold without your information. And so this topic is not very sensational. This topic is not reaching many Kenyans. And I think content creators feel like this topic is very unprofitable because it doesn't reach many people. I tried creating content of that kind, and a lot of people are not interested. And you know, when YouTube is very good because it just tells you how people behave when they see your video. YouTube will simply tell you that your viewers are not interested with this video like the way they are interested in some of your other videos. Create content about maybe these things that are trending. Create content about yourself, but don't create content about minerals. Content about minerals goes nowhere. And so people stop creating that content because it's not profitable. But that content has money. You know, not the content itself now. What is being done, the activity of mining itself has billions. Billions. We are not talking about shillings or hundreds or thousands or millions. We are talking about billions. There is wealth worth billions of shillings underground in Kakamega County. And foreigners are coming for that wealth. Now, what do we do as poor people who live within this county? Nothing. The county government itself that is governing us, that is coming to even oppress us, nothing. It can't do anything. I remember when I was building a house, county government officials came to my home. Then they asked me, where is the permit? Why are you building a house without approvals? Okay, I went to the county government. Then they took money from me. Then they approved my house. Then I continued. That is when I learned that when you build a house, you need approval from the government. But then we have people who are mining without approvals, and they are protected by powerful people. Now, what is our fate as poor people who live down here? Nothing. You'll do nothing. So I'm not creating this video to provide a solution. I'm creating this video to help you understand that you also can't do anything. As long as you are not in power, you are not powerful, you can't do anything. We are just there. Powerful people are making a lot of money, and we are here. Now, what will we do? What is the solution? Even NTV tried to cover it. Did it provide any solution? No. Did it find powerful individuals who are mining gold? No. It went to government officials. They asked, who approved this? Nobody accepted. National government itself, they asked it, did you approve this? No. But then what is the solution? Nothing. Are they continuing to mine? Yes. Why? Because they are powerful people. Can you beat them? No. So we are powerless, and we have to live in the society like that. Thank you for listening to me. This is Gidia Kali, and we shall meet again in another video. Peace.